Wo sind meine Eltern?
Gosh, this is so confusing for him.
Weißt du, wo er ist? Weißt du, wo Mats ist?
Tut mir weh.
Mads has got to be chilling in some other year. Same with, or no, Eric's in the, remember, Eric's in the place. Nuclear plant place.
Ines, kannst du heute auch die Nachtschicht machen? Ich dachte nur, du hast ja keine
Familie.
Ja, so wollte ich das jetzt nicht sagen.
Ist kein Problem. Verschlossen und versiegelt.
Been there. Hey, KL, you don't have kids. Can you work the week of Christmas? Thanks. Finally, at one point, I was just like, I have family, too. They're just not kids. Not my kids. Love the music right now.
Nachrichten.
The news.
Die lokalen Ermittlungsbehörden immer lauter. Der Fall wirft einige Rätsel auf. So wurde zu dem Schweizer Chemiekonzern Sandoz vor.
Gerade in Zeiten wie diesen gilt es, sich den eigenen Ängsten zu stellen. Den Zukunft gehört den Mutigen, nicht den Zweiflern, nicht den ewig Gestrigen. Wie siehst du eigentlich schon wieder aus? Essen, Kleidung, Fechtunterricht. Wer bezahlt denn das alles? Und du schaffst es noch nicht mal, dir die Haare zu kämmen.
Wow.
Hallo, Regina, ich rede mit dir.
Regina, okay.
Der Entschluss des Aufsichtsrates, diese Position zum ersten Mal einer Frau anzuvertrauen.
Und sie dann einen Ball schleppt, nur weil sie roten Lippenstift trägt. Und am Ende bringt er sie dann um.
Mein Papa sagt, Lippenstift ist nur was für Prostituierte.
Okay.
Mensch, Hanna, du bist so alt wie der Wald.
Ach komm, Katharina, jetzt sei nicht so gemein.
Bist du nicht von bei Ulrich?
Ich suche meine Mama. Ist das dann hier nicht Winden?
Bist du nicht ein bisschen zu jung für Acid?
Jeez. I feel so bad for Miguel. God, the sound design in this show makes me wish I could, like, watch it in a theater. Or that I had my own home theater. With really good speakers.
Morgen, Claudia.
Morgen.
Erster Tag als Chefin heute.
Ja.
Ich habe immer gewusst, dass aus dir mal was wird.
Helge.
Helge.
Das ist ein Buch.
Danke. Was los?
Wir stehen alle hinter dir, klar. Kurz vor 6 wollte ich die Viecher füttern. Und dann das.
Oh.
Vielleicht ein Wolf?
No.
Keine Bissspuren. Nichts.
And they're all, like, evenly scattered in the field.
Vergiftet?
No.
Gestern sind sie noch rumgesprungen. Wer tötet denn einfach 33 Schafe? Denn sie wissen nicht, wann die Zeit kommt. Markus Evangelium, 1333. Wir haben einen neuen Pfarrer in der Gemeinde. Guter Mann.
Frau Tiedemann, Tronte Nielsen vom Tagesanzeiger ist da. Wegen dem Interview. Ich kann es immer noch nicht fassen, dass wir eine Frau im Chefsessel haben.
Sind Sie sicher, dass es die richtigen Zahlen sind?
Ja.
Ich will zu meinem Vater. Ulrich Nielsen?
Der Ulrich Nielsen?
Arbeitet der denn nicht hier?
Nein. Und das wird er bestimmt auch nie. Ist das auf Ulrichs Mist gewachsen?
Please believe him.
Welcher Tag ist heute?
5. November
Welches Jahr?
1986.
1986.
Please do something. Please help. Although I don't know what.
Tiedemann, kann den einer von euch holen? Ich kümmere mich in der Zeit um Ulrich.
It's his fault.
Wird dir nicht mehr wehtun.
Oh no.
Das verspreche ich dir.
Feel so bad for him. What a mustache.
Ein Interview? Ist es dein Ernst, Tronte?
Die Leute interessiert das.
I love that interview in German is the exact same as in English.
Du kannst bei meiner Sekretärin einen neuen Termin machen.
Ooh.
Ich dachte, wir haben das geklärt.
Du kannst mich jetzt nicht so hängen lassen. Jana dreht immer mehr durch und
Ich will, dass du jetzt gehst. Vielleicht.
Who's he calling?
Kein Anschluss unter dieser Nummer.
Well, you should know about Mads, right?
Ich bin Schwester Ines. Ich bringe dich jetzt ins Krankenhaus. Danach bringe ich dich heil wieder nach Hause.
Pretty tricky to do.
Hallo?
Upstairs? Basement? If there is one? This is a vibe.
Was wollen Sie hier?
My only aim is to take many lives. The more, the better I feel.
English statement.
Der Junge, den du geschickt hast, findest du das lustig?
Welcher Junge?
Glaub ja nicht, dass du damit durchkommst.
Just keep asking questions.
Hast du die Schafe getötet?
Wenn du dir nicht den ganzen Tag dein Hirn wegsaufen würdest, dann wäre Mats vielleicht schon wieder hier. Eben. Gar nichts haben Sie. Jetzt verpissen Sie sich gefälligst.
Scheint ja alles noch zu funktionieren. Und den Namen, den willst du uns auch immer noch nicht verraten?
What do you tell them? Can you just say like, hey, I'm from 2019?
Ich weine, es wird alles wieder gut.
Bernd, ich muss mit dir reden. Wolltest du mir das einfach unterjubeln?
Es gibt Dinge, die lohnt es sich zu wissen, und es gibt Dinge, die lohnt es sich nicht zu wissen, weil man sie ohnehin nicht ändern kann.
Überall. Das geht seit 3 Monaten so.
Weißt du, was sich seit Tschernobyl verändert hat? Die Leute haben das Vertrauen verloren in uns, in die Kernenergie.
That's another show I have to watch.
Aber Angst ist der schlimmste Feind des Fortschritts. Wie viele Leute hier in der Gegend leben vom AKW?
Exklusiv.
Alle. Dann trägst du auch die Verantwortung für die ganze Stadt. Und jetzt sag mir, dass ich mich nicht in dir getäuscht habe.
Dann sollte ich umso mehr wissen, was das zu bedeuten hat.
Cool.
Sind Dämonen vergiftet worden?
Kaum. Alles deutet auf plötzlichen Herztod hin.
Herztod?
In that many sheep, yeah.
Sind eben echte Sensibelchen.
Is it?
Wenn die in Panik geraten, steigert die ganze Herde sich.
I mean, yeah, I know the panic herd thing, but like everyone drops dead at the same time?
Ein einzelner Mensch, solange er nicht Freddy Krüger ist, muss er sich schon ziemlich ins Zeug legen.
Fehlte dir mein Huf?
Nein.
Got nothing on Ulrich.
Du glaubst, das waren Satanisten? Da müsstest du doch Spuren sehen auf der Wiese. Sehr seltsam.
What?
Trommelfälle sind geplatzt. Auf
Oh.
beiden Seiten.
Oh.
Kommst du am Wochenende zu unserer Party?
Segue. Okay, eardrums ruptured. Interesting. It doesn't result in death, though. Unless that was the cause of their panic, that then the cardiac arrest thing happened.
Was wir wissen, ist ein Tropfen. Was wir nicht wissen, ein Ozean.
Okay. Know the drop, don't know the ocean. Damn, she's really coming down in a rope in heels and dress pants and a jacket. This is some like mountaineering shit.
Willst du mir nicht sagen, wie du heißt und wo du wohnst?
Maybe Mikkel knows that you won't believe him, but I feel like she would. I feel like she would be the first to care.
Wenn da was passiert ist zu Hause, ja? Dann kannst du erstmal hier bleiben.
Come on, Mikkel, you gotta trust in someone here, dude.
Erst was zu lesen.
Ich komme aus der Zukunft.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, what are we building up to in this cave? Barrels. So barrels. Of what specifically, though? God, that'd be so scary to experience. It's like the sheep. Gosh, hitting the car and everything. Wow, she's collecting them all. You're leaving? Wonder if this happens when, like, someone is traveling between years.
Ist das jetzt die Apokalypse?
Schon ein bisschen enttäuschend.
Ich hab's mir irgendwie lauter vorgestellt.
Thinking of going back to the cave because that's where he came out of. Yep. It would naturally feel like your only way back. Just go back the way you came. Imagine someone else just like strolls out. Terrifying. Oh, you do? Oh, the lighter, right. Forgot about the lighter. Good call, kid.
Wenn die Welt heute ausgelöscht wird und alles neu beginnt, was würdest du dir wünschen?
Eine Welt ohne Winden.
I really hate this place, don't you? Crazy that he stayed so long.
Ich glaube, Winden will nicht so einfach weg.
Vielleicht beim nächsten Mal.
Oh, I feel bad for her that he left. Hey, the box. Ooh, split screen. Past and present. And to confirm, so when we're doing the split screen, we're seeing the same person, young and old. I'm gonna assume. Yes. Yeah, we gotta be. I just haven't, not everyone's names are set in my, hello boobs. They're not like set in my mind yet, so. Also, okay, seeing past and present that she's doing like literally the same thing, that's sad. Oh, is she? Yeah, okay. Dude, I love this editing choice. This is so good. Helpful as well for us. I feel like the casting too also been really good. Ulrich, I'm fine with. Like, past and then present him, totally. Yeah, we got that. End of the episode already? Nope, not quite. Oh, this is fun too. The ticking. Fade to black. Love it. Jeez. Why do I feel like they're gonna literally run into one another? That door has got to be it. This has literally got to be the portal. I'm gonna call it a portal until we're told otherwise. Oh shit. He can hear the help, and Mikhail can hear the banging.
Ist da wer?
God, these fade to blacks are tripping me up. I keep thinking the episode's over. Have they switched now? No, they haven't switched. Yeah, because he had the thing across. We're just getting the side by side. This is fun. This is very cool. Holy clocks. Now we're at the end. Oh, I love the credits for all these character names with 1986 at the end. Helpful. Oh, very good. Very, very good. Weirdly, I don't really know that I actually have anything to say about this episode, and I've been thinking about that the whole time. I feel like I didn't talk much. This show is a very slow build, which I'm really loving. We're spending a lot of like serious time in scenes. There's a lot of just like anticipation, tension building. Very much the peak of this for me though was the side-by-sides, just getting clarity on like, okay, this is the character, past and present. This is this character, past and present, and so on. Really loved that. Really loved the editing choice with it. And at the end, I guess we're getting confirmation that it's clearly, well, I feel like we already knew that, but it's this cave. It's something to do with this cave. I'm still not quite sure about the whole like sheep, birds falling from the sky, falling dead, whatever kind of thing, the lights flickering, but I don't know. My brain just wants to make that assumption that that's what happens when someone is traveling between years. But I guess we'll see. I do kind of wish that Mikhail had, well, I mean, shouldn't blame him. He did try. He did ask that man, what day is it? What year is it? Which should have been the moment he said, like, what year is it? Should have prompted a few more questions, you would think. But at the same time, I put myself in their shoes. It'd be tough. But I do feel like he could have asked a few more questions. Inez definitely cared the most, and I really hoped that Mikhail would like tell her a bit more than I come from the future. Like, he could have helped maybe explain a little bit, but at the same time, Mikhail is scared and knows that he's in a very wrong place. Like, he's in such a familiar place, but it's familiar, but it's unfamiliar because you know the houses and the buildings and the trees, and like, you know the place, but you're 33 years in the past. And so everyone that you, like, you're literally talking to your father when he is just a little bit older than you. It is trippy and would be scary. You know, and of course, everyone that wants to help is just going to want to send him back home, which technically is a place that he can go to, but it's not his home. He's not in the right, anyway. So, like, I'm patient, but I'm very eager for more of this connectedness to come into play because, like, when we're in the present, like we've talked about Mads before, Mads was never found, which leads me to think that maybe Mikhail will never go back to the present. But I also don't want to believe that because I don't know. It's tricky. What we don't know yet in this show is like how the time travel thing works. So like, is it the type of time travel where what happens back then, like Mikhail talking to his dad, for example, like the younger version of his dad. To me, the present Ulrich doesn't have recollection or memory of that. So it seems like what can happen back then doesn't necessarily impact the future, but at the same, I mean, it could. I don't know how they're going to go about this in that show, which I'm eager to get understanding of and find out like how that all works. For those of you that watched the Marvel stuff with me, like, not the time travel necessarily, well, it was time travel, but anyway, they handled it in those movies like differently than what I had experienced before. So it took me like a little bit to wrap my brain around that. And now we're dealing with more time travel that seems initially to be maybe its own thing. But I'm just really excited. I'm very, very, very invested in this story. I'm invested in these characters. I'm invested in Mikhail mostly because he's obviously the kid that's missing, but we know where he is and what's going on, and we're following him. So we know that right now he's safe and doing okay. But it's also like, we don't know the fate of him. It's cool to see a lot of these characters as younger versions of themselves, and I'm excited to see more of like their dynamics with one another and their personalities when they were younger, and then contrast that with who they are now. It's gonna be really fun, and I'm digging it. So yeah, this is great. Still loving how this is filmed, the music, everything. The dialogue is fantastic, and yeah, the nuclear plant. We are slowly but surely getting a little bit more about that, but they're definitely not. The show is not like, it doesn't want to just throw us in. Like, it's very much like, we're just gonna little bit at a time. Anyway, having a good time with it, and I hope you guys are too. I'm very excited to talk about this episode with you all. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Take care, everybody.